There's a difference between suffering in the world and suffering in God. When you're suffering in the world, it's self-inflicted because you're not walking with God. And when you're not walking with God, 9 times out of 10, you're engaging in self-destructive activities that are contributing to your suffering. But when you're suffering in God, your suffering is not in vain. And how you know you're suffering in God is when you're seeking God every day. You're living by the fruits of the Spirit. You make a conscious effort to do the right thing even when it's the hard thing. And yet you're constantly being tested, constantly having trials and tribulations. Just know that is the type of suffering that God rewards. Think about the story of Joseph. He is the perfect example of somebody who suffered in God. His brothers were jealous of him, so they sold him into slavery. Then he was falsely accused of raping Potiphar's wife, and he was thrown into jail. And from the looks of it, it looked like God left him and forsaked him. I know Joseph was sitting in that jail cell like, God, what is this? I don't understand. I'm doing right by you. Why am I suffering so much? But it was only a matter of time before God turned his life around and made it even better than it was prior to the suffering. So don't give up on God. There's a scripture that says, do not grow weary of doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. So have patience, have faith, and in his divine timing, when he's ready and he knows you're ready, he will deliver.